welcome back to Todd Family Farm. Today we are going to be mowing hay again. So if you watched a video or two ago, we did our first cutting of hay and we barely got that done in time before it flooded. So it's finally dried off now and that we are going to be mowing some more hay. We're going to be mowing down our oats and wheat that we planted this spring. So if you remember this past spring, we seeded some grass in both of these small fields here and then oats and wheat with that. And they have gotten big enough, they're headed out now, that we're going to mow them down for hay. So Papa's mowing the hay down right now. We'll get it dried out nice and then we'll bale it up. So I'll show you guys kind of what it's looking like, and yeah, it should be some pretty good hay. It's really grown a ton. You can see it's pretty tall out here now. So give you guys a little, this is what it looks like. So it's almost up to my waist, which I mean might not be saying much, but it's pretty tall. That's the point, okay? So it has gotten tall. It's headed out here and we're gonna get this baled up. So Papa's been mowing out here. This is what the hay is looking like. So we changed a few settings on the mower so that it would mow it kind of high. We didn't want to skin it off right next to the ground, and then also that it does not put it in such windrows. It's spread out nicely so that it should dry pretty nicely and we don't have to rake it too many times. And then just gonna get this mowed down and let it dry out, and we'll get it baled up here in a few days. That we're going to be working on today is in this hog house. We need to get some light fixtures fixed. So we've been doing a bunch of these in the other two hog houses. This is the last one that we need to do, but kind of not a fun job. And there's a lot that needs done. So you can see right there, there's those lights up on the ceiling. Well, then like those, it's broken off and messed up, and so you got to go through and take those out, rewire the light fixtures a little bit, and then put them back on the ceiling. Some of the screws are like really difficult to get out and all that, so it's not super fun. But we got, I think, like 9 in this house to do that are not going to be very easy, but we're going to get this done, and then hopefully that should be the last that we have to do of this for a while. Let you guys see the pigs a little bit here. They're doing well, getting big. It's been a little while since I gave you guys an update, but they're doing well, getting big, and yeah, looking good.
So we came in here and we got every single light working in here. A lot of the fixtures didn't work, so we've replaced and done a whole lot of work and done a lot of good on these fixtures. So all the lights work now. I just thought I'd show you how these pigs are. When I come in here and I walk every single pen every morning, and these pigs, they wait for me at the gate where I cross. And the whole time I'm in the pen, you're going to see it, they're even doing it right now. They're constantly just chewing at my boots and pants legs and root, what we call rooting. Rooting is when they take their snout and lift up. They're rooting and biting and chewing the whole entire time. You see Emma's just standing there. Look at how them pigs, they want her and they get there. I mean, they're not malicious, but man, they're inquisitive. And man, they're rough on stuff. And look, that one climbed the gate so he could get to me. And I just walk around here and I'll make a circle. You can watch these guys, they follow me. And some of them, they get mad. They get mad if you walk away from them. You hear them grumbling behind me. them stayed here and wanting to get to Abby, but it's kind of funny. And so the other thing I wanted to say is I wear a respirator in here. So I'm 41, started working in a feed mill when I was 14. I worked part-time and farmed until I was 21, so 7 years in a feed mill. But I'm probably 5 years in a feed mill and 2 or 3 years working in a cell barn, so I've always been in dusty climates. So I've abused my lungs, and now I feel it anytime I start getting a little dust on me. So I just wear a respirator all the time, because these houses it get dust in them. And dust, for people that don't know, dust is primarily made up of skin cells. In your house, when things get dusty, that's skin cells. You know how doctors say you get a whole new set of skin every 28 days? Where do you think that skin goes? You wash it off down the drain, but the rest of the time it sloughs off and it's dust. So the dust in your house, skin cells. In this, we have, you know, 1,100 hogs or whatever in here. That is, they're growing fast. They shed skin cells. By the end of the turn, there'll be a 1/4 inch of dust on these gates. So there's dust everywhere. You just can't help it. It's just, that's what happens when things grow and live. Whether it's in you in your house or these hogs in here. That's skin cells and dust. So to show you, so I wear a respirator because I'm around it so much. It builds up, and I've been around it and I've used my lungs my whole life. So now I try to do better. So these pigs have been in here like 3 weeks, and I had a brand new respirator. I'll show you what it looks like already. 3 weeks, just the amount of time that we've been in here. You can see the outside edge is new. So that's stuff that would have been in my lungs. And actually, over the years, I didn't wear respirators. That's the stuff that got in my lungs and worse. So it doesn't take long for me to start developing a cough, just because I've abused my lungs over the years. So that's why I wear a respirator, and that's what dust is.
I just got these gate handles put up here because we need to cross down through here to get into this field to spray, but the cows have been out on this pasture, so got these put up so they're cut off from down there, and the cows were already up here in their lot, which worked out very, very well, and now should be good to go for spraying. Good morning, y'all. It is now Monday. It is going to be a very busy day today. So first of all, we are going to be doing some more with the hay. Papa raked it yesterday afternoon. We're going to rake it again today, hopefully bale it up this afternoon. And then we have our neighbor's hay that we bale hay for him as well. So if we can, we're going to bale that up this afternoon too. And then we are going to be possibly spraying today, depending on what the wind does. We need to spray beans for the second round, so we want to get that done. If the wind calms down, we'll do that, or we'll do that tomorrow if it doesn't work out to do it today. And then we'll just be getting a bunch of stuff ready for spraying. We need to get the baler prepped up. We have some baling twine right there that we're gonna put in at some point, and then there's the baler in 64, so we need to get that ready to go for this afternoon. We're going to be doing a bunch of baling hay this afternoon. Yeah, it's going well so far. We got pig chores done, we got barn chores done, and see what this day brings, and yeah, hopefully get a lot done. Then over here is the wheat. But it's drying out as well, and yeah, looking pretty good. Papa got finished raking around here. He's gonna go over, we have a couple more places that we mowed hay at that we're gonna get raked now. We just checked the hay. It's not gonna be too long before it can bale, but it's still a little bit wet. So they're heading up to our neighbor's hay. Gonna see how he's getting along with that, get an estimate on when we can start baling that. So it's going good, and yeah, I'm just gonna go with Papa on the four-wheeler, and I'm just gonna help him unfold the rake and all that while he's raking hay. At our next location, just got Papa started with the rake. I'll give you guys a little update on how the beans are looking. So here we are, looking good. Yeah. Right. It's my hand next to them. So they're getting big. And if you look around, we do have some volunteer corn coming up, which is any leftover corn from harvest last year comes up in this little corn, which we do not want in our bean field. So and then we got a few weeds coming on, so we're gonna be spraying the second round of spray on these beans in the next, probably tomorrow, I think. So get these weeds knocked out, and then spraying should be done for the year after that. And yeah, we're gonna get this little waterway section over here raked, and then move on to our next spot. It is now almost 4:30. We went up and baled our neighbor's hay, got that done. I think we ended up getting close to 40 bales, maybe exactly 40 bales with that. And now we are back home and we're gonna get started on baling our hay. So Dad's working on getting the oats baled up now. Papa's gathering up the bales as soon as Dad bales them. I think we're gonna try and have these bales wrapped or tarped, hopefully wrapped. So we'll get that situated and hopefully get those wrapped in the near future. And yeah, he's almost finished over here. He's gonna we got wheat over there and then a little bit more down in that waterway. But here's what the bales look like, and should be some pretty good hay. So the baler has stopped, so this is not a good sign. Got plugged up. There we go. We got finished with baling. We're doing one last little job here before we call it a day. And that is, when it flooded, it took all of the corn stalks off of the fields and piled it into the ditches. So we're trying to burn those off a little bit just so there's not like a ton of corn stalks all over in the ditches. We have a few places where the water was just like flowing over the road and it just absolutely piled the corn stalks into the ditches. We are back home now. We are going to head inside, and that is going to be it for this video. Tomorrow we're going to be getting started with spraying and hopefully get a lot done with spraying beans for the second time. Hopefully the weather will work with us and it won't be too windy for that. We'll just kind of have to see. But we're going to do our best and get that done as soon as we can. So that is going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time.